So let's talk about it. I'm gonna try to break this down as easy as possible. I'm gonna talk about patterns, portals, and dimensions. Patterns, portals, and dimensions. Understand, listen, really try to hear what I'm saying. When we operate in life, right, we operate in patterns. Most of us have a pattern of what we do, how we handle our relationships, how we handle our family, how we handle our money. We have a pattern. We have a consistent flow. And oftentimes we are in such a pattern that it is subconscious. We get to a point where it's just like clockwork. We don't even have to think about it. We're just doing what we do. Now, there are times that happen where we're in our pattern, but something happens, chaos, a disturbance, something can trigger us off of the pattern. Here's an example. Let's say I usually turn right here at this light. I usually turn right at this light. But today when I got to this light, something was going on over here. Maybe it was a tree fell. Maybe it was a car accident or something. And I missed my turn because I'm looking over here. I got a little bit distracted. And so I was in a place where I missed my pattern, my usual pattern. I want to call that point a portal. When there is a disturbance in your pattern, you now have a portal. There's a hole in something that's been consistent, a gap. And you can choose to ascend through that gap to reach a new dimension. So what could happen is, let's say you usually turn right. You usually turn right here. There was a distraction over here. You missed the turn. Now you have to adjust. When you get to the next light, you realize I could turn here. And because you've never done it before, you find out that when I turn at this light, I get to my destination sooner. I get to my desired destination sooner. I'm going somewhere with this, so you got to listen, right? So because you had a pattern, there was a disturbance, a distraction, something happened that created a portal, which was now considered an opportunity for you to do something different. And when you did something different, you were able to elevate. I want you to pay attention to what's happening in your life right now. You have a pattern. You have a pattern of consistently doing something, whether it's watching the news, whether it's allowing yourself to be distracted with headlines, distracted with fear, distracted with chaos. You have an opportunity where your pattern is allowed to be disrupted. This is an amazing time. This is an opportunity, guys. This is a time where what you normally do, you normally give your attention to all of this drama, to all of this chaos, to all of this fear. You normally start thinking about that. What is happening in the government? What's happening in politics? What's happening here? And we're all of these things. If you see these things as a distraction, you can change your pattern and create an opportunity to elevate your mind. I want you to understand that all of these things that are happening are intentional. It's intentional to get you distracted. It's intentional to get you distracted. Now you get the option to choose. Are you going to allow the distraction to take you to a place where you can elevate through a portal? Or are you going to stay stuck? Are you going to go towards the chaos? Are you going to let the chaos create another pattern for you where now you're over here and you're circling, you're confused, you don't know what to do, falling out with people, mad at people, don't understand what's going on? Because what you allow in your life is going to show up in every layer, every area. Your relationships are going to be affected with confusion. Your work environment is going to be affected because now conversations are happening. You thought such and such was cool. Now they not cool because they like this person. And you're going to allow the chaos to create you another pattern if you're not mindful to use the chaos as an opportunity to elevate to a higher dimension. Follow me. The vibration, the frequency of planet Earth is such that you can do something different. And a lot of people don't understand how and why I operate the way I do. I don't watch the news, right? I don't follow, I get to control my algorithm. I am in charge of what pops up on my algorithm. So things that pop up on my algorithm are things that are conducive to where I am in life, where I want to be. I want to be in healthy relationships. So a lot of things come up about how to be in healthy relationships. I want to love myself so deeply and intently. That's where I want my focus to be, not on anything that's causing chaos. So a lot of the things that pop up are about love, are about peace, self-love, healing, forgiving. That's what pops up. Those are the things that flood my timeline intentionally. So I'm saying here, use this energy that we are in right now as a collective to make a choice. Do you want to go towards the chaos? Do you want to stay in a place where some headlines, because the reality is you're not there. You're not in these offices. You're not in these conversations. You're only seeing what somebody else has given you. And if we're truly in a place where what they would call war, do you think that the information that's coming across on mass communication sources is accurate or real? Like, what kind of war would that be? Who would put out information, say private, top-notch information that is supposed to be pertinent in a public mass communication area? That's why you got news channels that say different things. They don't care what you buy. They don't care what you believe. Just stay confused. They're not selling information. They're selling confusion. They're selling distraction. So why stay there? Why even give your energy to that? I feel good when I wake up and decide I want to feel good. I feel good when I decide I get to create the reality that I want to feel good in. And I've created a home environment in my space. I have a zen den, I have a room, I have a space where I don't allow distractions. I don't have a television in my room. I don't have a TV in my room. And yes, on my phone, I get to control, again, what I allow to come through. I stay focused on this high level stuff. You know what I'm saying? I stay focused on this, on what I need to do to create the reality that I desire. And I don't desire chaos. I'm telling you, I've lived in it. It's frustrating. Who wants that? You're confused about what you want to do with your life. And hey, find ways to find peace. Use this opportunity. Use the distraction. Use this video as a portal, as a place where you get to make a choice. Are you going to go towards the distraction? Or are you going to use this opportunity to elevate your mind, to elevate your dimension, elevate your life to a new place? I promise you, I've been down that path. I've been down that path. You can go look back 15 years ago. And I was teaching what I felt was wrong. I'm sharing all this information. And it was different information that was in one place. But what I realized is that still brought about some sort of division or chaos. It wasn't until I realized that nothing exists outside of me. I am it, baby. I am all that was, all that is, and all that ever shall be. I say that not because you need to honor me. You need to get to the place where you are all that ever was, is, and ever shall be. See, we missed that part of the Bible. We missed that interpretation of what it said in the Bible. Jesus was teaching, and he said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the way. No man comes to this elevation of thinking, to this Christ consciousness, but by me. He wasn't telling you to go look at him. He was saying you need to adopt that same mentality. You become your way. You become your truth. You become your light. So that the only way you can reach your higher consciousness, your Christ consciousness, is by going within yourself, healing your traumas, working through your inner child wounds, dealing in your shadows, processing those things, so that you can elevate to where you understand that you are all. You are the all. You are the only one. You're source. See, I understand that this right now where we are, I understand this is an opportunity for me to elevate to a higher dimension. I chose to be where I am right now. Some consciously, some subconsciously, however, but it was my choice. And so now that I'm here, I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna love myself beyond measure. I'm going to make sure that I exude nothing but love and light, but I'm also going to make sure that I work through my shadows. I'm going to make sure that I create a balance in my life. I do that. And so I just challenge you to do the same. Use this energy that we're in right now, not to go towards the distraction, but to find the portal, your opportunity, your choice point to elevate your consciousness, elevate your mind, elevate your love, elevate your heart. Elevation is it. It's here. Your opportunity, your space, your portal is here. 5D is yours. Are you going to choose it? And I'm going to tell you, baby, I've been to some higher dimensions. I've been higher than 5, but just get to 5, baby. That's a starting point. I love you much.